If you guys need help gearing up for any of the new content coming soon to Grand Theft Auto Online or new Rockstar titles, check out G2A with the link in the description and use cashback code BOSS if you want to save a little bit extra as well. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA video, we're going to be talking about what Grand Theft Auto San Andreas looks like here in 2021 and how this could be a precursor to what the trilogy remasters are going to look like from Rockstar when they officially release. So even though it has not been directly confirmed by Rockstar, I would say that it's like 100% happening. The remaster or remakes or 2021 versions of GTA 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and GTA San Andreas. And the rumor is that it's supposed to release around the 20th anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 3, which is going to be coming out actually in less than a month. So if Rockstar is going to release these during that time, well, they've kind of got to jump on it, and they've got to tell us about it because time is running out. And this has left many fans wondering, what is this actually about? What is the game going to look like? What are the graphics going to be like? Is there going to be new content? Is there going to be, more missions? Stuff like that. We really don't know. Well, we've gotten a pretty good look at what those graphics might look like thanks to a user, Macarus, who has a small YouTube channel, almost 4,000 subscribers, which is actually a pretty big feat. And he is actually the creator of San Andreas DirectX, which is a mod for GTA San Andreas, which pretty much brings it into 2021 times. And he's been updating this mod for years now, going back 8 years ago, which is so cool. And this year in 2021 is the 3.0 version of that. And so we now get to see what San Andreas can pretty much look like in 2021. So in the description, I will actually leave his Patreon page if you'd like to support this project as well. You can donate $10 a month, which will allow you to try out the mod before the rest of the world. It'll get you access to the Discord, access to future updates, early access to content, Patreon-only voting power, Patreon-only post and messages. Or for $20 a month, you get all those same features, plus you will get access to experimental alpha versions of the mod. And essentially, he said his name is Maxim. He is the creator of SA DirectX for GTA San Andreas. He's also a graphic developer on the Radmir project from Russia, Siberia. He's been doing graphic mods for over 8 years. This is his hobby and job, and his goal is just to improve the game as much as possible. So if someone like Maxim can do this as sort of a hobby, and also without the resources that someone like Rockstar Games is going to have, you can only imagine how good the graphics are going to look like when this trilogy does end up arriving. So this first video we're going to be looking at is going to be focusing on volumetric clouds, god rays, and car paint. And that's sort of where we start off right here. And that's what made Rockstar's latest game, Red Dead Redemption 2, feel so real. Like sometimes you would just get lost. You would look up into the clouds and you'd be like, holy smokes, this feels like a real world. Same with the god rays. That's like the sun shining through during the early morning or late at night. That's going to make the game feel more realistic. And same with the car paint shader as well. Back in GTA San Andreas, you kind of only had like a couple of colors to choose from. But now, imagine if Rockstar updated that where you had sort of the same level of customization per se that we see in Grand Theft Auto 5. That would be really cool. So those are 3 upgrades that would obviously be amazing in this remaster of GTA San Andreas. Then we get to take a look at serene space reflection, raindrops, and then another car paint shader. This is a second update to this. And according to the report, Rockstar want to keep a blend of new and also classic graphics and controls. I don't think they're looking to remake GTA San Andreas here. They still want you to feel like you are playing GTA San Andreas, but they want it to be more user-friendly in more modern times. So when you hop on the game, I think they definitely want you to be like, oh, I'm playing GTA San Andreas like I was on my PS2 back in the day, but you want it to be more convenient and sort of a 2021 playing GTA San Andreas on your PS2. That's at least what I'm thinking. So you guys can see here just the reflections, Obviously, the rain and the puddles that are in the world, how great that looks. And obviously, having these car mods is not something you're going to see in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Remastered or 2021, whenever that does come out. But the cars are going to look better. And it'll be interesting to see if Rockstar have to like remodel them. Because that was one of the things in those older GTA games. The cars just looked a lot blockier. They didn't have a ton of details. And I think that's something that players have definitely become accustomed to, is cars with a ton of details. So if that is the case, I think that's the one part of the game Rockstar might spend a little bit extra time on. Because if you think about it, it's called Grand Theft Auto for a reason. A huge part of this game is the automobiles, cars, vehicles, etc. And so if those are still kind of like PS2 graphics, I think that might turn players off a little bit. So that might be the one area that Rockstar end up updating. And there's a lot that they could do with the cars just to make them feel more realistic, like this car paint shader. Just giving them a tiny bit more detail would be nice. Maybe the ability to do some more upgrades and modifications at the Los Santos Custom Shop, which originated in GTA San Andreas. That would be pretty awesome. So that is serene space reflection, raindrops, and more of the car paint shader. And then we get to take a look at the last update that ended up coming out. This is the most updated version of GTA San Andreas of what it looks like in 2021. And man, does this game look absolutely beautiful. And I think Rockstar are going to have to find that perfect balance, kind of like what I was talking about, new and old graphics. Because I think people say, like, no, I want the old graphics. But I think that's the nostalgia in them talking. I think players, and rightfully so, have gotten so used to Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 that now going back to something like that, while in their head might sound fun, once they actually get their hands on the game, would obviously miss all the upgraded graphics. But again, you guys can see here just how amazing the game looks. Whether it's the cloud, whether it's the God rays, whether it's the full moon, the ocean, the gas station lights, the casino signs flickering up and down in Las Venturas, the lightning, the wind, the weather, like the birds flying, like all of that makes this game feel like it's been sort of updated in 2021, but still retaining that like PS2 feel. And again, I think that's the goal that Rockstar is trying to achieve here. It's just a pretty difficult goal. And maybe that's the reason they're being so radio silent on this whole thing. And we haven't gotten any information from them, which I still think is strange, especially because we are now weeks away from the 20th anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 3, which is when we all anticipated this game to actually come out, and the other remasters, Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City. So I don't know what to expect, because Rockstar is not one to do big surprises like that, especially when it comes to brand new game releases. We've seen them do surprise updates in Grand Theft Auto Online and for GTA 5, but we haven't seen them do this with full-blown new games. So it does make you wonder kind of what the heck is going on here. So I'd love to hear from you guys in those comments down below, because this is what GTA San Andreas looks like in 2021. And I think this gives us a good idea of what the remaster should look like from Rockstar. Quite frankly, if it's anything less than that, I don't think people are going to be all that excited. And I think they're going to be disappointed. So again, let me know what you think in those comments down below. Were you impressed by these graphics and this 2021 version of GTA San Andreas? And does this have you excited for what's going to be coming up, hopefully soon? Let me know what you guys are thinking about in those comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.